Welcome to Future 360, I'm Sarah Backhouse. We're in San Francisco for the Cleantech Forum, where we'll be asking experts and entrepreneurs about the hot new trends in the sector. Now in its 10th year, the preeminent Cleantech conference brings together industry stakeholders for unparalleled insight. We spoke with the influencers about key trends, hot sectors, messaging, and whether the term Cleantech itself had a future.
I mean, our story is amazing. Everyone who's working in Cleantech is working hard to do the right things to make a future that we want to live in. That's an awesome story, and somehow we've lost the public narrative. So, one of the things I talked about is like to just challenge everyone in the audience, like how can we make what we're doing be like comic book exciting for a 10-year-old?
I think there are a number of key trends. Globalization. So, secondly, convergence. Thirdly, price performance, and so this all sounds like everything else that's going on in the world. Exactly.
This conference a year ago hit on a very important theme which is still central, and that is the role of corporations.
In the United States, the role of what we refer to as strategics, but the GEs and the Dows and the General Motors and Fords, their interest in throwing open their doors towards innovation that was not invented here is a very, very big deal.
The move towards the demand side is a big, strong trend. So I think about 3 years ago, it was all about solar and wind and the renewables. And I think there's a strong belief that we can really just with existing resources do more with less. So save energy, save water, use things like resource sharing, like car sharing, to just use our existing assets a little bit more efficiently.
Overall, what kind of sectors do you see really thriving in Cleantech as we move forward in the next few years?
Yeah, as you're probably aware, the last few years there's been kind of a revolt against these big capital-intensive areas like in solar or wind or other renewables and batteries. Yet what we do see is a trend towards capital efficiency, some in those sectors. Even more recently, we've been seeing an increased trend in consumer plays and internet plays.
In 10-15 years, half the vehicles on the road are going to be, have some form of hybrid or electric vehicle status. We're going to see energy storage is going to be an enormous growth market, and that's in its early stages. As I mentioned earlier, the waste to energy theme. We've got so many different waste streams that currently aren't being utilized as a resource.
Clean web is a simple idea. It's that information technology is our biggest lever to address resource constraints like energy, climate, water, all the rest. Some examples of clean web companies are companies like Sungevity, Sunrun, OneRoof, Solar Mosaic, that are reducing the cost of solar electricity by intelligent application of information technology.
What is media's role in this whole Cleantech industry?
Well, so much of what Cleantech needs and sustainability needs are stories. Because we can talk about Cleantech, people don't really know what that means. People don't, the public doesn't really know that they want Cleantech. They want clean air, they want clean water, they want new and cool technologies.
This is the future. This is the most interesting and exciting problem we could be working on. Yet sometimes we get kind of lost in the weeds of a technical mumbo-jumbo or playing defense, and we should be articulating this vision for an incredibly bright future.
This word Cleantech may in fact disappear. What are your feelings about that?
I think Cleantech needs to be about doing the things in the right way. So if you're looking at what Cleantech means to us as a company, we're saying there's waste out there, you can make energy out of it. Why would you not make energy out of it? It makes perfect sense to do that, but it needs to be cost effective.
If we're still talking about Cleantech in 10 or 20 years from now, I think we've all failed. We should be talking about just that business in general is more sustainable. Business, is sort of respecting the planet and making money through doing that.
Well, that marks 10 years of Cleantech. Will the term stick around for another 10 years? We'll have to wait and see.